sob story stuff. I was like, God.
Yeah.
We
All
warned
right.
you.
It was
Yeah.
weak. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. But again, I'm here for it. Definitely here for. I was about to say making a band. I'm here for making a band, but I'm here for
Rhythm and flow.
Damn it, hustle and flow.
I know, right? Yeah, it's a great show. It's a great show with that one little mind, and it's not even a huge thing, but it would be better without that.
And then this is also another thing. It's a competition show, but I figured out very early on. Anybody who they showed extra, like a little sob story, okay, they obviously made it on, because why else would they do that?
That's usually one of those tropes of that genre anyway.
Yeah, but they could have just...
As a matter of fact, it's actually infuriating to me when they spend a lot of time showing you somebody's backstory and then they don't make it. I'm like, you just made me spend 2.5 minutes learning all this stuff about their mama and their grandma who died, and they don't even make the show.
Yeah, so Rhythm and Flow, they showed you only the people that made it, but they didn't set it up like that. It set it up like you don't know who's going to make it.
Right.
Yeah.
American Idol is good for that.
Yeah.
American Idol show you a whole show of backstories, and none of them make it.
Yeah.
So, speaking of music and music business, Suge Knight's in the news again.
Oh, how?
He ran somebody else over in the prison yard?
No, he actually signed his life rights over to none other than Ray J. One of my other favorite people. Ray J and Nick Cannon, to me, are like,
they might be the same person.
I was just getting ready to say they're basically the same dude to me.
I'm out.
Except for one of them fucked Kim.
One of them fucked Mariah.
Who? Oh, wow. They are the same person.
Oh, y'all messy.
Oh, my God. Because Kim and Mariah kind of similar types.
And who's to say that they didn't do the who?
Oh, wow.
What?
But I like them both. I really do. I like both those dudes. They do remind me of each other. And they're both two of my favorite guys because they're kind of underdogs a little bit. They people kind of laugh at them and make them the butt of jokes, but I don't think there's anything funny about them. I think they got serious hustle, and they're self-made, and I got a lot of respect for both of them. So
I think there
was a time, people don't know, there was a time when Ray J was holding down the family. Everybody thinks of Brandy as the big star and all that stuff, which is true. She is the bigger star and she's the big sis and had the career. But there was a time when the family was having money problems and Ray J was the only one bringing in money.
I can see that.
I'm like,
he was cutting out them tracks at one point in time. One Wish
and Ray J, like Nick Cannon, he's got like his little different
hustles,
different hustles, related hustles, and this and that.
Well, I've been on for 10, 12 years. People don't realize that.
Well, Ray J is well connected too.
Yeah, well, he's
been in showbiz his whole life.
Yeah, speaking of Snoop, that's his cousin. So
he used to fuck Whitney Houston.
Yeah, he did. Died. Yeah, he did.
I mean, he been some everywhere with everybody. So him, Suge Knight. Did you not know this? Is this new information?
No, it's not. But I'm just like, y'all hit me with the right hook on Mariah Carey, the left hook, and then we uppercut me with
what
the
you think Mariah and Whitney not fucking?
Huh?
You think Mariah and Whitney not fucking?
No, I know, but it's just
and they know what he got. They seen the Kim Kardashian tape.
Right. Exactly. They know.
Guys.
But so I at first, my first reaction when I saw this headline was like, I don't see the two of them connect, and I'm like, oh, it's Ray J. Ray J know everybody.
Ray J, yep. And that's how he got in because he was already friends with him. He's already friends with him, and Suge feels like, okay, Ray J can take this and make some money out of it, and if I get out, there'll be some money waiting for me, and if I don't get out, there's some money for my family. So it's a win-win for me. I can't do nothing with it sitting here looking at 40 years or whatever it is he's looking at. So, and I have a clip. I'm going to play the clip. It's TMZ Harvey talking about the Suge Knight thing.
Suge Knight has made a huge decision about his life. He's entrusting it to Ray J.
We back! We back, baby!
Suge, we found out, has signed over his life rights to Ray J, the life rights for his story. You know that Suge, of course, is sitting in prison and may be there for the rest of his life, but he's decided that he wants Ray J to take his life story and do something with this. So he's signed it all over to Ray J, and we're told that Ray J already has a couple of projects possibly in the works, a documentary about Suge Knight's life, another one about Tupac Shakur, and possibly actually bringing Death Row Records back. Suge and Ray J had been friends for decades, long before Suge went to prison for murder. Suge thinks Ray J can make some money off of his life story, and that way, if Suge gets out of prison, there'll be some money waiting for him, and if not for him, at least for his family. The soonest he could get out is about 10 years from now.
Wow.
If he gonna get out in 10 years, he need to get on a bike. Work on that heart, my friend.
Oh man. Well, I there's a few different stories that Ray J now has access to. He got the Suge Knight's personal story. He's got Death Row stuff. He could do some stuff. So I'm excited to see what Ray J does with this. Because like I said, I like Ray J. I'm confident in his business savvy, his business acumen. And let's see what he's one of them king hustlers.
He is.
Yeah, he is. And he does have a lot of connections. I just hope he don't Ray J it all.
What do you mean Ray J at all?
Because he's just kind of goofy in his personality.
What do you mean by that?
Just him. He's just kind of goofy, just like a little bit cheesy sometimes. So I just hope that he just don't put the extra drama on it. Just don't Ray J it up too much. I hope so. I hope so.
It's funny to me because
it's a super smart business move. I know he has like that electronics company, so he's doing like some super smart stuff right now. I just know he kind of goofy.
That's funny that you'd say that. I don't see him as goofy at all.
I kind of get the cheesy aspect of where you come from, but I think that's just perception of him, like in the way that Dina was saying earlier about people sleeping on him. Mm-hmm. I think that's the perception, but I think he's probably savvier than we give him credit for. Obviously, he's savvier than we give him credit for. Yeah. I mean, I would never. First of all, Suge Knight. I don't think that anybody needs any more Suge Knight in the world, personally. So I never would have thought to go down this avenue.
Right.
But hey,
when I think of Suge Knight stealing away his life rights, the first person that comes to my mind is definitely not Ray J. But Ray J does some business stuff, like
and almost everything he does, you be like, Ray J, Ray J,
right,
Ray J,
right.
Like, so it's time for you to stop saying Ray J and just be like, yeah, Ray J.
And I think that's where the thing about him being cheesy comes from. It's
that was dope. You like how I did that?
Really?
Whatever. Hater.
Okay.
Shoot. Director would have loved that. Okay. So, in other celebrity news, we got Lori Harvey, who's back in the news.
Is she like the new Nicole Richie?
I was going to say, like, this girl, poor Steve. Poor Steve.
Well, she's in the news this time because, well, you know what? I actually have a clip. I'll play the clip. Here you go. Like to hear? Here you go. Yeah, she just can't stay out the news these days.
That's why she reminds me like Nicole Richie back in the day.
Like Paris and Nicole and them.
Except she's gorgeous.
Steve Harvey's daughter is in trouble with the law. Lori Harvey was cited for hit and run last night, misdemeanor hit and run, after getting in a car accident, hitting a Prius so hard that it knocked her G-Wagon on its side. Somebody had to help her out of the car. She got out and was kind of walking around when police came and realized she had left the scene of the accident. Cops say she was texting and driving, and that's what caused the crash. And speaking of using her phone, while she was talking to police, she called her dad.
So Lori was cited for misdemeanor hit and run and delaying a police investigation. She was not taken into custody. She was signed on the dotted line and was released with a promise to appear in court later. So the only real mystery left was, who was she texting? Was it Diddy? Was it another guy? I don't know.
Is that the question you got?
Is that the mystery?
No.
That's TMZ.
My question is this. If the cops weren't there, how the hell they know what she was doing that caused the accident?
Hello.
Maybe she told him.
Yeah, okay.
I doubt that.
I guess. I doubt that too.
She just got in an Uber and left, though? That's weird.
Did they say she got an Uber and left?
I'm assuming she got into an Uber and left. I just thought she left.
I was like, where's
she was
that
on
part?
her phone and then she left.
I think she was walking down the street like leaving the scene, and they accosted her.
They said they didn't say. They just said they looked up and realized that she was gone. That she was on her phone and she was gone.
Right.
So that's an Uber call to me.
Well, she's on her daddy, and she's like, "Oh my God, now I gotta get another car."
Oh my God, Dad!
This one has a scratch on the side.
I crushed my G-Wagon.
That's not how she sounds.
Did I get another one? Dad. That's crazy though. She hit a Prius so hard it turned her G-Wagon on its side. Jesus Christ.
And I think the car was parked too.
Lori.
Yeah.
Hands free, girl.
I'm telling you.
You got money.
Right?
You can pay somebody to text for you. Sitting next to you, text this.
Really though. I mean, the technology is such where you don't even have to pay somebody.
That is
but-
true.
you
You
can
could
do
just
it on your
talk.
phone, yeah.
Talk,
Yeah.
speech to text.
Yeah. Text.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow, Lori.
Mention all the assistance and that they have.
Now I wonder who she was texting now.
Now you sound like TMZ.
I know.
Exactly.
Damn it. What
She
was so
always sound like
important?
TMZ.
That's true.
What was so important that she had to do it right then and that she was so into it?
The facts of life.
Oh, is that what they were talking about? The facts of life?
The facts of life. No, the Facts of Life cast are reuniting for a Lifetime holiday special called "You Light Up My Christmas."
That is now that's corny. But
It
that's
is
okay.
corny. It is Lifetime.
It is Lifetime.
And
Christmas movie.
yeah,
I
I
love the facts of life.
I,
This is for you, Dan Gold.
I love Kim Fields, and Kim Fields is the producer,
Executive producer.
executive producer, and star of this.
Okay,
And
I'm
I
here
think
for
she
you.
has a lot to do with the creative. Actually, I think all the women had a lot to do with it creatively.
I think
And-
well, she put it together though.
Right.
She asked all them to come
Yeah, yeah.
back to do it because
Yeah,
they're not playing the Facts of Life
No,
girls.
no.
It's a different movie with the Facts of Life cast.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. It's not Facts of Life at all. It's
But they could do a Facts of Life movie.
Actually, the
Yeah,
story that they're
me.
doing is based on a true story. So, but it's part of Lifetime's holiday thing that starts from like October 25th that goes on through December 25th, where they play all their little holiday movies and stuff like that. So I might have to check it out. I don't know.
Pass.
I'm passing on it, but Kim Fields is looking pretty good.
She always looked pretty good.
I know, and I like them tiny ones like her.
I wonder what her mom looks like these days because she look a lot like her mom.
Chip. I
Yeah.
haven't seen Chip lately, but I did see somebody else from back in the day that just tangential. When you said Chip, she came and popped into my head. The lady that used to play reruns Big Sister, who he lived with.
I don't remember her.
You don't remember her?
But
Yeah,
for those that don't remember Chip Fields, she was Penny's mama on Good Times.
right, she used to whoop Janice's ass,
Burnt her with an iron.
burn her with an iron. Boy, had me crying. I was in love with me some little Janet.
No,
back then.
mama, no.
I was like, oh, she burned my girlfriend. Don't cry,
I'll
Penny.
be good, mama.
Classic
that was so
TV.
sad.
I'll be good, mama. I'll be good, mama. I promise, mama.
Ooh, that was Janet at her very child best.
You gonna run away? I teach you to run away from me.
that scene still sticks in my
I
mind.
met Chip before.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. They act
Because she's like a producer type
the
person
church
too.
that I used to go to. Somebody did a small independent movie and rented out our church, and they used our members as extras to fill in the congregation. And Chip Fields was like the star of it. I can't remember what the movie was or if it ever came out or anything like that, but I just remember meeting her and she was very nice.
Cool. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And good on you, Miss Kim Fields too.
All right.
Yes. Good on
Kill it.
you.
And thanks for bringing the girls back. 'Cause I love the
Looking
girls.
good at 50.
All them girls look pretty good, actually. The Facts of Life girls.
I don't see nobody but Kim. I don't see nobody else. But yeah, she's just my type, short and thick. So anyway, Lori Loughlin.
Speaking of Lifetime movies,
Yeah, Lori Loughlin is facing new charges in the college bribery scandal.
Uh-oh.
They've already pretty much thrown the book at her. If she were to get the max sentencing for all the things, if she was found guilty for all the things that they've charged her with and got max sentences, she could get 40 years already.
Oh, wow.
they're not going to do that.
No, they're not. But they're just saying that's.
But that's what she get for
what could
doubling
happen.
down.
And she's still doubling down, even though they added this new charge, which is called federal program bribery. That's the latest charge. And they did, so they feel like it's risky doing that because they know that the judges aren't fond of giving them a big sentence for this. Because basically what the article was saying, that